Right, lads, the Premier League's about to come back. Only 2 days now. So I've scoured the web and I found a decent website that we could use to predict the table before it just comes back and finish it in the last couple of games. So we'll probably start with Wednesdays, which because Wednesday we have 2 games and then next weekend we have a full fixture list. So the Wednesday night games is Aston Villa and Sheffield. Who do you think's going to win that?
Um, Aston Villa, who's home?
Villa are at home.
I'm gonna call it draw though.
Stephen, do you agree with a
Yeah,
draw?
it's either gonna be a draw. It's gonna be Sheffield.
We go with 1-1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll say 1-1.
Next we have City and Arsenal. I think City will probably
City will
easily,
trash them.
yeah, like 4-1.
Yeah, 3-0, 4-1.
What do you think, Sid?
I was gonna say 4 now.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll go with 3 now. Take the main.
yeah.
Right, we'll jump ahead to the Saturday fixture. So we have Norwich, Southampton, Spurs, United, Watford, Leicester, Brighton, Arsenal, West Ham, Wolverhampton, Bournemouth, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Sheffield United, Aston Villa, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, and City, Burnley.
Mhm.
So Norwich and Southampton.
Got the draw written all over it, in my opinion.
Yeah, from what I remember, I don't think Southampton were particularly great. They are
No, Southampton
currently
are.
14th in the table, so
Yeah,
and
and if
Norwich are
you're looking
crap.
at Norwich, yeah, I think
I
Norwich.
would probably,
This is the type of season the relegation teams want to start performing.
I actually think Southampton might win 2-1.
What about
Danny
you?
Ings.
Danny Ings, yeah,
Danny
two
Ings wants
goals.
class coming in.
I'm gonna go with
I'm
2-1
on.
for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Spurs United, the big game of that fixture
3-1
list.
United.
You
I
think
have
they'll beat?
3-1 United down as well.
You think they'll beat that? Beat them by that amount?
I,
I
I'm
I
being
think
I'm being optimistic.
I think United are at full strength now, and they should be something to be feared at the minute. But they got Rashford, Pogba, Fernandes, Martial,
Yeah.
all ready to go in attack, and the defense has been one of the best defenses in Europe this year.
And
No,
we always seem to do well against Tottenham as well. If you look at the last game, what was it, 2-1, 3-1?
There's no 3-1.
Yeah, it was some of that. So Deli Ali scored a good goal there, but Rashford scored that goal near post to Gazziniga. They might have. I think they Kane and Lloris back as well, don't they?
yeah, they do, but I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say 3-1.
I'll,
I'm gonna say United
I'll
wins.
let you
My
over
pick.
me on this one. So
Yeah,
I'll Watford Leicester. I think it's gonna be an easy win,
Leicester.
3-1. Do you think they'll
Yeah,
concede? But we'll move on. Brighton
yeah.
Arsenal,
I see Brighton winning this, and I don't
probably.
want to be like against Arsenal. Arsenal have not performed well this year. So I'm gonna say Brighton win.
But do you agree, Steve?
Not really. I just think Arteta might have had. I understand there's a break now, but I think the philosophy he's trying to get into the Arsenal team is going into their heads now.
Well, I don't know. Brentford just beating them.
Maybe we could say that again, but like Norwich. I think Norwich. Who beat Tottenham? Was it Norwich in a friendly? No, it wasn't Norwich. It was Tottenham were beaten by someone in a friendly recently as well. I don't know who it was now, but a lot of teams are losing friendlies. I think that's just getting our fitness back.
Yeah, I still don't think. I
I
don't.
think Brighton. I
I
think
think.
Brighton would be Arsenal.
Oh, Stephen thinks Arsenal's gonna win. We'll go with a draw. 1-0. West Ham Wolves. I think it's gonna be Wolves. They need to keep winning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 2-0 there.
Okay.
Bournemouth Crystal Palace.
Palace.
Uh,
Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth are
yeah.
doing well, but then again, relegation teams obviously
I
do well
think we'll
towards
just
the back.
do.
Maybe.
I think we'll just do 1-0 Palace for that one.
Yeah.
Newcastle vs Sheffield. Probably a nil all. Probably a nil
Yeah.
all. Yeah. Let Stephen take the next one. Aston Villa Chelsea.
Chelsea
What score do you think that'll be?
probably as well at home.
Yeah, they're at home.
Probably 2-0, 2-1.
Yeah. We got 2-0. Right, the Merseyside derby.
Liverpool. Yeah, I'd say 2-1. I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Burnley
you're saying the fucking pick don't do nothing.
wrap their hands. Uh, I'll take Man City Burnley. I just think it'll be just a 2-0. It'll be
Alright,
hard
5
to.
0 down.
I think it'd be hard to beat to break because Burnley aren't doing too big, particularly bad this year. I think they're 10th.
Yeah.
So the next round of fixtures, let's even take the Leicester Brighton game.
Probably 2-0 Leicester.
Hey Kevin, you can take Spurs versus West Ham.
Oh, 2 0 Tottenham.
2-0 top. Not 23-0, fucking 2-0. Uh, Manchester United versus Sheffield. I think that will be a tough game that we will just get through, and I think it'll be 1-0.
Okay.
Newcastle versus Aston Villa. Stephen, we'll go back to you. We'll do it in threes, it's probably the easiest way.
1-0 Newcastle. I just think Aston Villa are going down. And if they go down even better, because we'll probably get Grealish on knockdown price. We go for him.
Yeah. What do you think, Kevin, for Norwich Everton?
So I feel like that's a draw. Say 1 0.
Pookie gets a go.
Dickerson.
Sigurdsson's actually been doing pretty crap this year, if you look at some of the stuff he does.
Yeah.
I'll take Wolves Bournemouth. I think that will be 3-1. Liverpool Palace, Stephen.
Liverpool Palace. Oof. Liverpool, I think Palace has been a tough customer for Liverpool, so maybe 2-2.
Yeah, you think they'll get their second draw of the season? Right,
Yeah.
Burnley, Watford, Kevin.
I'm going to say Burnley 2-1. I'm going to say an Ashley Barnes masterclass incoming.
Classic Barnesy. Southampton Arsenal, I think it will be 2-1 Arsenal. And then Stephen has the big game, the fixture list, Chelsea versus Man City, which is a kick-off of 9:15. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but that's
That could be the
I'd say
GM
2-1 City.
yeah, it probably is. 2-0 City,
2-1 City.
2-1 City.
Are they still using Tinga centre back?
Using who?
Fernandinho.
You never know.
I don't know what the crack is there.
Laporte is supposed to be back training, so I'd say he'll be back.
He'll probably be back by then, yeah. Right, Kevin, Villa, not Watford, fucking Wolverhampton Wanderers.
You know what? I'm gonna say Villa win.
Villa win, what
1-0.
score?
1-0.
Aye, cheeky. Watford, Southampton. I will say Watford 2-0.
Mhm.
Stephen, Crystal Palace, Burnley.
Probably 1-1.
1-1. Ashley Barnes gets
Mm.
another. Brighton and Hove Albion versus Manchester United. Kevin.
Do you know what? I'm gonna call this a 2-all draw.
2-all draw. And why is that? I'm just very
Just
particular.
United's performances against lower end teams this year. Now I know they brought Fernandes in, but I feel like we'll have Brighton are going to be looking to get a few wins because you don't want to go back into the relegation spot. So I'm going to say a draw there.
I have the classic Bournemouth versus Newcastle. What a game that'll be, and I'll say it will be 1-0 because it's Newcastle. And then Stephen, you have Arsenal Norwich. Stephen,
Maybe 2-1. Not yeah, Arsenal.
2-1. You think? Because you're all kind of like very happy with Norwich here scoring goals. You remember they only have 25 goals this season.
Yeah, but I had them against Arsenal there, and I was like, Arsenal have one of the rockiest defences in the league.
Next game is Everton Leicester.
I'm going to say a Leicester 2-1 win.
Grand. I have West Ham Chelsea. I think I'd go with 3-1 Chelsea. Stephen, Sheffield United versus Spurs.
Ooh. 1-1.
1-1. Sheffield, I seem to be drawing a lot of these games.
Hmm.
Man City and Liverpool. Kevin,
I feel
big
like this
game.
team would have run out at this stage now.
You what?
I feel like they're like bounced up steam. Has kind of started to win the law at the end there. I
Uh,
don't see them like losing a lot of these matches because of how strong their defense is.
yeah, they do have 10 draws, which is a lot. Like,
Do you know what? I'm gonna say a 2-0 City win here. Just because Liverpool will win the league,
oh, the
but I
job.
don't think they'll. Yeah, I don't think they'll have.
All right, next round we have Burnley Sheffield United. That one's mine. I think Ashley Barnes will score a hat trick in this game. No, I don't. I think it would be Sheffield United win 1-0 Lundstrom. Next game is Chelsea Watford. Stephen.
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea. Leicester City Crystal Palace. Kevin.
Leicester Palace. I'm gonna say Leicester win here. I'll say 3-0.
3-0. Probably agree with that one, yeah. Liverpool Villa. I think that would be a hammering 5-0. Manchester United Bournemouth. Stephen.
That's
2-0 United.
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the games they should be winning. Newcastle West Ham.
um. I'll go with a Newcastle win here. I'm gonna say 2-1.
They don't score too many 2 goals in one game. That's a big day down for those tunes. It's a big day for the tune.
Mm.
Norwich City
Right.
versus Brighton. I think that would be a nice easy 3-0 win for Brighton. Southampton playing against Manchester City. What do you think, Stephen?
3-0 City.
Grand. We have then Spurs Everton. Kevin.
Um. Yeah, the Spurs win. I can see 3-0.
3-0. And last game is Wolves Arsenal. This will be an easy Wolves win because they just counter attack and Arsenal won't be able to
Yeah.
deal with them.
And Wolves do well against Arsenal.
So
They do
next,
well against Arsenal.
yeah, they do. And they're like their new Stoke to Arsenal.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
the next round of fixtures, the fourth game will be Bournemouth Spurs. So who's next?
Steve.
Stephen, isn't it?
Almost Spurs. Yeah. 1-0 Spurs.
1-0 Spurs. Then we have Arsenal Leicester.
Mm, that's a good game actually. I'm gonna go with 2-all draw here.
Yeah, I would have went with a draw myself. Villa Manchester United. I think that'll be a 2-1. We don't actually score that many goals at Villa Park.
No, I
The
hate
last
Villa.
time, the last time they scored at Villa Park, it was Falcao's from what I can remember.
Yeah, it was.
Uh, Brighton and Hove against Liverpool. Stephen.
Against 3-0 Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool.
Actually, just looked at there. United's last game against Villa, it was 2-all. Victor Lindelof scored and Tom Heaton on goal.
I meant like the last time we played them away. That must have been the home game, is it?
Oh yeah, could have been, yeah.
Crystal Palace Chelsea.
Um, I'm gonna go with a Palace win here. Well, that's more of an optimistic kind of thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Palace, maybe 2-1.
All right, and then we have Everton Southampton. I think it will be Everton coming out on top. Richarlison actually showing why he's worth 60 million or something that Barca wanted. Man, that Barca was gonna pay. Man City Newcastle. Stephen.
4-0 City.
Yeah, it's being easy. What that's gonna happen. That game's gonna be City trying to score for the first half an hour and be getting a bit annoyed. Then they'll score and then they'll just slaughter them. Sheffield United Wolves. Kevin.
Mm, I'm gonna go with a Sheffield United win here. I'm gonna say 2-0.
All right. Watford Norwich. I think I'll go with Watford 3-1. West Ham Burnley to finish off this round. Stephen.
West Ham Burnley.
West Ham Burnley. Sorry.
1-0 West Ham.
Aye, no Ashley Barnes goal today. Uh, next round, round 35. So, Kevin, you have Bournemouth, Leicester.
I'm gonna go with Leicester win here. Gonna say 2-1.
Villa, Crystal Palace. I think that will be 2-all draw. Brighton versus Manchester City. Stephen seems to get all the Man City.
3-0 the City.
Liverpool, Burnley.
That's a 4-0 Liverpool win.
Oh, I thought Ashley Barnes was scoring 4 goals.
Yeah, he
Manchester
scores
United,
2 of them.
Southampton. I think Manchester United will eventually slip up one of these games, so I'm gonna go 1-all.
Okay.
Norwich, West Ham. Stephen.
Uh, 1-1-all.
1-all.
Mm.
Sheffield United versus Chelsea.
I'm gonna do 1-1 as well there.
Right, then I have Spurs versus Arsenal. So at this time of the season, I think by whatever results, I think Arsenal are basically gone because there's only 4 more games. So I think Spurs would make sure to try to win to keep themselves in the hunt. So I'm gonna go 3-2. I think it'll be a good game. Next game is Watford Newcastle. So these are starting to get important wins for these relegation teams. So what do you think, Stephen?
1-0 Watford.
1-0 Watford. Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Everton. Kevin.
Wolves 2-0.
2-0 Wolves. Right, we're nearly finished. Next round we have Arsenal Liverpool. I think Liverpool will be fielding weaker teams, but I don't think Arsenal can beat their weaker team. I go 2 on Liverpool. Burnley versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. Stephen.
Burnley.
Ashley Barnes hat trick. Ashley Barnes hat trick. Ashley Barnes hat trick. Fuck off, Cyberhar. Ashley Barnes hat.
Who's the 2-0 Wolves.
Ah, Ashley Barnes for Golden Boot. Chelsea versus Norwich.
I see Chelsea win here. 3-0.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same. Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. I think this will be another tough game. I don't
Draw.
really think we'll get through it. I go 1-all. Everton versus Aston Villa. Stephen.
2-0 Everton.
Everton 2-0.
No one likes Villa.
Yeah, he doesn't like Villa. Leicester City Sheffield United. Kevin.
When will Leicester win here? 2-0.
City Bournemouth is 4-0 or something big around. Newcastle Spurs. Stephen.
Spurs 2-1.
Southampton Brighton. Kevin.
Southampton. I'm gonna say Southampton win here. I'm gonna say 2-1.
West
Same as last
Ham.
last.
West Ham Watford 1-all. So we back to Stephen with Bournemouth Southampton. Can see it. Bournemouth Southampton.
1-0 Bournemouth.
1-0 Bournemouth. Aston Villa Arsenal. Queven.
No, Arsenal win here. I'll say 2-1.
2-1. Brighton Newcastle. 2-1 Brighton. Liverpool Chelsea. Billy Gilmore to add it again, is he? Stephen.
2-1 Liverpool.
Manchester United West Ham United. Kevin.
United. Manchester United this way. 2-1 Man United against West Ham.
Norwich City Burnley. Probably 1-0 Burnley. Chris Wood nicking in ahead of Ashley Barnes, and Ashley Barnes knocks him out. Sheffield United versus Everton. Stephen.
1-0 Sheffield.
Spurs Leicester. Kevin.
Spurs Leicester. I'm gonna say a Spurs win here. I'm gonna say 2-0.
2-0. Watford Man City. I seem to get a lot of Watford games. Watford 0. Manchester City 2. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Crystal Palace, Stephen.
2-0 Wolves.
Right, last round of fixtures. And again, Cyberpower wants to show me ads. Arsenal versus Watford. Kevin.
Arsenal win here. I'm gonna say 3-0.
Borney Brighton, Stephen. Oh no, it's me.
1-0
I'll
Burton.
let you take
One.
anyways. 1-0 Borney.
Yeah.
Chelsea Wolves. I will go with 2-2. Crystal Palace Tottenham Hotspur. Kevin.
Myself, is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Tottenham 1-0 win.
In the last day of the season. Everton Bournemouth. I'll let you take this one, Stephen.
2-0 Everton.
And then I'll take Leicester City United, which might be a quite good game. I will say Leicester win 2-1. Manchester City Norwich. Kevin.
City. I can see City winning 5-0 there.
Yeah, easy day over them. Newcastle versus Liverpool, Stephen. Think Newcastle could beat them.
Yeah, it'd be something on the final day that they put out a real weak squad and Newcastle get a win. So 1-0 at Newcastle.
Yeah, I would have said something similar. Southampton Sheffield.
And they'd be
Uh,
like, did man won the league?
they're, they're gonna get some point tally off what we give them. I said I'm gonna go Sheffield 3, Southampton 1, and the last game is West Ham versus Aston Villa. Kevin.
See you later, Villa. It's gonna be 2-0 West Ham.
Alright, so I'm gonna calculate this now. So our final table is Liverpool, of course. They ended up losing 3 games and they only drew 2, so they finished on 101 points. Manchester City finished on 87 points in second. Leicester City finished on 75 points and they finished third. Manchester United was fourth. Going into the last Champions League places on goal difference. Sport,
United.
yeah, according to our team predictions, our game predictions. Tottenham was also was level in points with them, and they missed out on goal difference by 4 goals. Chelsea were sixth on 62 points, matched with Wolverhampton, who also the same, and then they were seventh. Sheffield United couldn't keep up that good run to the end, and they would finish eighth on 59 points. Arsenal finished ninth. That must
Hey,
that'd be their lowest finish for like I don't know how long.
yeah.
Crystal Palace, not Palace, what the fuck? Crystal Palace finished 10th on 49, level with Ashley Barnes FC. I mean Burnley.
I think
Underneath
that'd
that
be Arsenal's lowest finish since the conception of the Premier League.
could be. I'm not too sure. Probably actually is. I think probably what's their lowest finish like 6 or something, is it? Fifth.
Who,
Yeah.
Arsenal?
Yeah.
I was looking at it there. Their worst was like their worst was a 10th in that back in the 1900s, like early 1900s. So I think at the moment, if you're talking Premier League wise, I think around 7th or 6th.
Yeah. A lot of investment needed in somewhere. And then we have in 12th we have Everton, and then Newcastle finished 13th, but they don't mind because they're getting Saudi money. But they might not be because it hasn't come out yet. Haha. Southampton finished 14th on 41 points, and then the bottom 6. I'll go with I'll do it from the bottom up. So Norwich City was relegated on 23 points, never had a chance. Aston Villa was relegated on 30 points, and then who do you think got relegated between Bournemouth, West Ham, Watford, and Brighton?
I'm gonna say Watford.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, yeah. They finished on 31 points, and then Watford survived with Brighton and West Ham. Bournemouth missed out by 4 points. So do you think that's the way it's going to finish, lads, at the end of the season?
The top four, yeah. I don't of the. You can never truly predict the results, but
I would have thought that Chelsea would have been closer than Spurs. to United. But I do think United might grab the fourth spot because the team is like pretty strong now.
Yeah, we've an easier run in, but I don't trust our record against not I wouldn't say better teams, but just low level teams.
Yeah,
Don't trust
an
them.
interesting stat from this is that in the last, from what our scores, United would only score 59 goals compared to Man City's side, compared to Spurs, uh, 63, and Chelsea's 67, and the Wolves got 56. So they're the teams that finished underneath us. So from what we can guess, you just don't think United can blow away any team. But
No,
they
not,
obviously
not,
will. Like they will. There will be teams they will
oh, there
beat.
will be teams. Yeah, we're just going by how United are playing this season.
You just need that one creative wide man now out there. Prefer be down the right because I've been saying it for about 6 years that we need a right winger.
Yeah.
So
There's nothing really else. Anything else popping up before we go back to football on Wednesday, lads?
no, just can't wait to get back on TV. To be honest,
Anything, Stephen?
I just want to have my football back.
just
Yeah.
give me my football, please.
All right then. We'll finish there.
Yeah.